When I was first asked to write a poem about a cemetery, my first reaction was I don't even know if I could. I didn't know where to try. And looking at it, I found out that my great-grandfather was buried here, when he got back from World War I, he bought a piano, which is the piano in my living room. There's sort of a connection with the old and the new. At Lacey Madden's grave, I'm thinking about the Battle of Vimy Ridge and Hannah, Montana, the pop starlet my daughter dreams of in hues of burnt sugar and sass. I don't know for sure if Lacey fought at Vimy, but I do know his regiment did, and that he had left England and arrived in Saskatoon only a few months before going to war for this country that had just taken him in. Lacey took a bullet on the battlefield, and a surgeon shortened his arm and drew a picture of what he had done, so to explain things to the doctor back home. Lacey came back from the war and moved west, where he bought a piano on Granville Street from a store that closed and became a mortuary. So here it is, music and death, and my daughter in my living room pecking out Hannah, Montana on Lacey Madden's piano.
123 years ago, the founders of Vancouver had to choose a place to establish their cemetery. I don't imagine it was one of the most exciting decisions being made by these early settlers. However, I am confident that the decision was not made lightly or without great consideration for the importance that place would hold for the citizens of the new city of Vancouver. In 1986, the cemetery once again was running out of space, and there was now little opportunity or interest in this now full cemetery, or so we thought. 10 years later, a group wanting to purchase a cemetery approached the city. The citizens of Vancouver, including local historians, genealogists, funeral directors, religious leaders, and others, made their voices heard and stood up for this 100-year-old site. What has been created in Vancouver's Mountain View Cemetery is a strong statement about the importance that commemoration, remembrance, and providing a sacred space for the placement and care of our deceased plays in our community. William Gladstone summed it up this way: "Show me the manner in which a nation cares for its dead, and I will measure with mathematical exactness the tender mercies of its people, their loyalty to high ideals, and their regard for the laws of the land." On behalf of myself and the families we serve, I offer a most sincere thank you. I'll leave you one last sentence I need to try and finish. I think it'll be the hardest. Always remember that you have contributed greatly to a very important part of Vancouver's past, its present, and its future. So I've asked Gerhard Gertzen to bring some doves along. And what we'll do is he'll hand each of the 5 of us an individual dove that we will hold, and then Gerhard will release the main flock of doves. And those doves that he releases will symbolize the part of the cemetery that has stayed at rest, and then the 5 of us will release individual doves, and those doves will represent this disruption that was caused to this immediate area. We're slowly chipping away at it.